Okay, imagine you wake up one morning. There's no sky, no sun, no wind, just concrete in every direction. Most people who watch the show Silo think it's just sci-fi, a cool fictional universe. But millions of people have no idea. This stuff is already real, like happening right now. Because here's what they don't tell you. Humans have been building underground civilizations for literally thousands of years, and the real versions? Way more insane than the show. Today we're hitting ancient underground cities with 20,000 people, a secret bunker hidden inside a fancy resort for 35 years, a missile silo converted into luxury condos, and the actual science of what living underground does to your brain. And look, I want you to stick around to the end because the last fact in this video is the one that genuinely freaked me out. Like, the kind of thing where you pause the video and go, wait, hold on. You'll know it when you get there. All right, let's go underground. Okay, so super quick, for those who haven't watched Silo, the show takes place inside a single underground tower, 144 floors, each floor about 40 feet tall. For perspective, we're talking taller than 4 Empire State Buildings stacked on top of each other, just pointing down into the earth. About 10,000 people live there. They eat, fall in love, have kids, die, all in this one vertical tower. Nobody alive has ever seen the sky. And in the show's lore, the government commissioned this thing because of a catastrophic event they saw coming. They built it on purpose. They put people in, and they locked the door. Now here's where it gets crazy, because a real government, not in 2049, in 1958, actually did something disturbingly close to exactly that. There is a luxury resort in West Virginia, been there since the 1800s, fancy, expensive, beautiful, but underneath it, and literally nobody knew this for 35 years, was one of the most insane government secrets in American history. And that's where we're going next. The Greenbrier, White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia. It's been hosting presidents, senators, and old money families since 1778. It's the kind of place where everything is fine china and fresh flowers, and someone is always playing piano in the lobby. In 1958, Congress quietly told the resort to build a new wing. What nobody outside a very small circle knew was that the real project was happening underground. The bunker sat 720 feet underground, behind a blast door weighing 25 tons, and inside, it wasn't a storage room. It was a full parallel government designed to house every single member of Congress. Over 1,000 bunk beds, a 400-seat cafeteria, separate Senate and House auditoriums, vast water tanks, and this is the detail, a trash incinerator that was also designed to function as a crematorium, because yeah, they planned for everything. And the craziest part? The entire town around the resort, regular people, maintenance workers, hotel staff, kept this secret for nearly 35 years. Not one leak, just silence, for 3.5 decades. Real quick, I need to know. Drop it in the comments right now. If you had to move into a real underground silo today, what's the one thing from the surface you'd miss most? I'm reading every single one. Go. It wasn't until April 1992 that Washington Post reporter Ted Gupp showed up with a hand-drawn map of the facility, and it was accurate. The bunker was instantly decommissioned. Just like that, 35 years of secrecy, gone. Okay, now we hit the part that genuinely sounds made up. Because right now, in rural Kansas, there is a place called the Survival Condo. And it is exactly what it sounds like, except somehow more surreal. We're talking 15 floors, 200 feet underground, 9-foot-thick concrete walls, and inside, swimming pool, rock climbing wall, movie theater, sauna, bar, hydroponic farm, tilapia fish tanks, and, I'm not making this up, an actual jail cell. Units go for $1.5 million for a half floor, about 900 square feet, all the way up to $3 million for a full floor, with a 5-year supply of freeze-dried food per person included. Shelf life? Over 20 years. But here's where the show Silo stops being entertainment and starts being a science documentary, because researchers actually studied what prolonged underground isolation does to people. And the results? They match the show almost perfectly. Studies going back to the 1960s found that living underground causes decreased concentration, rising irritability, personality disturbances, and a 2018 study found that confined underground spaces generate dangerous CO2 buildup and heat, leading to documented, measurable increases in headaches and cognitive decline. But here's the thing. Humans worked all this out thousands of years ago. In 1963, a guy in central Turkey knocked down a wall in his basement. Behind it, a tunnel. That tunnel led to more tunnels, which led to an entire city, 18 levels deep, built to house 20,000 people. And nobody on the surface had any idea it was there. Derinkuyu, 18 levels, 280 feet deep, carved out of volcanic rock sometime around 2000 BC. Rolling stone doors that locked from the inside. Ventilation shafts, schools, wine presses, stables, a chapel. Everything a civilization needs, just completely underground. And then there's Cheyenne Mountain, Colorado. The US military used more than 1 million pounds of explosives to blast a cavity inside a solid granite mountain. 11 separate buildings inside, all suspended on 1,319 giant steel springs to absorb nuclear shockwaves, under 2,000 feet of solid rock. Operational since 1967, and it's still on warm standby today. So here's the real truth about Silo. Hugh Howey didn't just invent a cool dystopia. He looked at Derinkuyu, at the Greenbrier, at Cold War paranoia, and asked, what if somebody built this and never let the people out? The world of Silo already existed. It already exists. And somewhere, right now, somebody is planning to make it exist again. If you want more real history behind your favorite shows, subscribe, ring the bell, and drop what we should dig into next. See you in the next one.